Why did I start making videos to begin with? This is today's topic. I am near distance. I'm going to get straight onto it with some thoughts, some feelings about how I ended up coming about doing this whole little project of these commentary videos there in the first place. I wanted to kind of put some explanation onto why I'm doing it and what the reasons are there for doing them. So yeah, let's just get straight on into it. So the first point that I've put down here is the inspiration from the old school commentary channels. So in a more prior video there to this one, I had made comments there about some of the old school guys. So anywhere from Woody's Gamertag, White Boy 7th Street, Ali A, T Martin, just to name a couple. C Nanas there as well. These were people there that had either done quite funny creative gaming content there back in the day, which inspired me myself there to actually put myself out there and do a little bit more. Well, I tried, but doing it as a kid, it was a bit of a slap in the face and was quite the reality check because I just did not have the setup at the time. I wasn't really old enough there to really get to know the ins and outs there of making YouTube content and stuff like that back in the day. But I have everything there that I have with me now, so that's pretty much it there when it comes to progressing. I remember the days there where I'd be able to have GTA 4 playing in the background and having an iPod stacked on top of just a heap of bookshelves up on top of one another. And it was brilliant. It was a setup there where I could just get me a little iPod Touch 4th generation, a mug, just let it tilt and then just try and record something and put it out there and see what people thought. I did get called a squeaker quite a few times back then in those days, but I'm pretty sure I think I actually got rid of all those videos, so they will not be coming back, and I don't have them backed up either, so that is that pretty much. It was definitely a much more different time. I'm not trying to achieve or become something there due to these videos, but I was also further inspired there by the videos there that I'd mentioned in past videos, where it's like these random videos that'll pop up with COD Zombies gameplay, and they'll talk about like some either just life experience, something with a little bit of philosophy or like philosophical thoughts there kind of scattered in, glittered in. And I was kind of thinking to myself, I was like, fucking hell, this shit is really profound. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to set up there. I've got a bit too much free time on my hands there when it comes to, especially coming out of work and things of that nature. So I thought, why not give it a go there myself, see what happens. And I thought it'd be interesting, because it's something that I'd never been able to properly get the grips of and the hold of there as a kid, so why not try it now? Who's going to stop me? You know, I've got the setup there and I've got the means, I've got the gameplay, I'm able to get everything recorded and put out there, so why not give it a go? Nothing is stopping me there now from doing this sort of stuff. I remember getting put back a long time ago because I was like, what, 13, 14, with the most basic means there of recording gameplay. I didn't know what a game capture was. I used to take the piss out of old schoolmates of mine there who did have game captures, and it was a case where I must have just done it out of envy. Very childish. I look back at that with regret, honestly. I should have really been cheering them on, not really taking the piss out of them, like. But I got plenty of that back there myself, so I guess it's equal somehow, right? The next point there as well that I wanted to speak on is being able to speak my mind uninterrupted. So with this point is especially important because it just overlooks a general thought there that I've had, especially when it comes to myself being present during a conversation face to face there with other people. I find it's been happening for years this day now, if I'm speaking with someone and it's generally my turn to talk, I will end up being very quickly interjected there by the person who's on the receiving end. Now, I don't know if this is from person to person. I also know that I speak with a particular cadence, a particular vocabulary, and a particular tone there as well, which I can imagine to a lot of people will come across as quite boring. And with that, they just want to move on there to something else there to speak on. Or if they've got thoughts in their head, they'll just want to cut in with those thoughts of that same topic, but they'll just want to take the reins. But for me doing these videos, it gives me an opportunity there to really just speak my mind, just uninterrupted. What I want to get out there, how I want to do it, how I want to speak there to people. Like, it seems a bit sad there on the outside, because it's like, why aren't you? You have to ask yourself the question, why aren't you actually speaking your mind there to people face to face? Why are you doing it on a YouTube video there instead? And that's a completely understandable point. Don't get me wrong. It's more or less of like it's a bit of like an echo chamber there for me, and it lets me kind of produce and say things there with a bit of gameplay in the background, just bringing back that kind of nostalgia. I'd watch these guys telling their stories and sharing life experiences and stuff like that in the past, so why can't I? You know. And I'd also like to keep this as a sort of archive of my own thoughts, feelings, opinions on things. Really just spoken aloud. I want to keep this as like a sort of like a video diary of some kind. The channel there as it is, that's what I want it. I want it to kind of represent the sort of video archive of thoughts, feelings, and opinions there that I've had myself. And that's pretty much it. In the grand scheme of things, to keep you updated there on what's been going on, I've been moving a lot of stuff around. I'm finally getting a desk that's going to be getting delivered in a few days, so when I finally have a desk set back up, I'll be able to actually start putting things onto it, be able to get the PC set up back again. I haven't been on the thing in probably months now at this point, ever since moving in, so it'll be good there. It'll be good, and I'll be in a more flexible position there where I can actually come down, sit down, and be at a desk and actually record these videos, because I have to sit perfectly still there on this bed, otherwise shit starts creaking and it's just rough. It's rough there to the ears. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. I ended up finding out that I tried getting Black Ops 2 installed. Something got to do with the PSN update. Again, that 2019 thing, I completely forgot. The game on PlayStation 3 will crash at launch most cases, and I just can't be arsed there with it. I had all the DLCs there with it. I had them all installed, downloaded. I was ready to go. But I think when it comes to the zombies content on PS3, more or less it's going to be either World at War or Black Ops 1. And that's pretty much it. I'll even delve into some other games there that I'm into there at the time. You know, it just depends on what pops up. But we'll figure it out there as we go along. And yeah, I think an aim that I want to try to do is get gameplay recorded in bulk without me even thinking of doing the task, just playing a game there for the fun of it, even if it's for like half an hour, maybe an hour plus, and just having that and just basically segmenting the gameplay. That's what you're seeing there today. I've completely forgot I had some leftover gameplay, because I forgot that I was even recording at the start of the Minecraft session there that I had, and I looked back, I was like, fucking hell, I'm like half an hour deep into this thing. I've got to fucking stop now. I didn't know how much space it was going to take up on the hard drive, you see. So but yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's nice to kind of have this sort of avenue, and I've never really believed in, like, if I have any sort of like thoughts, feelings, or opinions on things, like going to see like a therapist or a counsellor there for that reason. I think the main belief there that I have is that with that sort of stuff, I can see where it can help others. The maximum that's going to be getting gained from the likes of a therapy session or a counselling session is strong advice, not the get up and go, because the only person who can save yourself there from anything is yourself. You're the only person who's going to be able to save themselves, and you're the only one who's going to be able to keep you going. No one else can. There's no sort of outside source, no one to pat you on the back, no one to fucking rub your head there, get you awake, be your own alarm clock. No, it's got to be you. You have to be the one to get out there and take some action and do something. But yeah, but it's nice. Trying to think of anything else there that I can mention at this moment in time. Another really important factor and reason why I've started doing these videos is just simply because I want to practice more speaking openly and practice speaking more concisely with clarity and trying to get to the point. I've noticed there as I've been recording these videos, I used to do a lot of fillers, but as I've been going on and as I've been editing down the videos, I feel like I have been really improving in how I carry myself there with the type of speaking there that I do. I do want to be clear, I do want to be concise, and I do want to, I just want to speak better. Essentially, yeah, I just want to speak better. So, yeah. So with a lot of the moving around, I've also been doing dismantling and also mantling or just putting stuff together. I was taking apart a wardrobe, and I've stabbed. Well, I haven't stabbed myself, but I've almost punctured and quite bruised my chest there from ripping apart two sides of a wardrobe. The middle platform kind of bit there, which would act as like a shelf in the wardrobe, popped out at the same time because obviously it's got nowhere else to go. And I went ahead and twatted myself in the chest, and that's been like a bit of a yellow bruise there for quite some time now. The day after, I went ahead and tried taking apart a bedside table there, which was all going to be going to waste, like wood waste and stuff like that, in the local tip. And I went and tried and pried a screwdriver away from the rear panel, which is quite thin, but it's backed up by staples, so whoever's installed it has used a staple gun there to secure that in place. And I went to try and pry the wood away, thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be a piece of piss there, this is going to be easy. No, the wood the wood had went ahead and split in half just as I was prying it down. So instead of prying the wood up, I went forward instead, and the first thing, full force, went straight in with the knuckle, cracked me knuckle off of the corner of the wood, took a big chunk out of it. Obviously, other than bone, of course, I'm still sound there with that, but I've been left with a pretty nasty scab, and it particularly is annoying when you extend the finger out and also bring it back in. So any stretching, it's one of those. But I've been getting used to it there now, and it looks like it's healing up there pretty well. So I'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than being injured, I think that is where I will leave this commentary for here today. Should be some zombies gameplay in the background of the next one. We'll figure it out. We'll see what we can do. But as always, it has been I, Near Distant, and I will hope to see you in the near distant future. Take care of yourselves. Accept what you can't change. Change what you can't accept. All right, take care, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye bye.